Hi everyone, this is Cece. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am gonna do a video of all the bags that I bought in the year of 2022. So it is a very exciting topic. I am always happy to share because I just want to share the excitement when I get a new bag. And handbags are my favorite accessories, I guess you can say. I love handbags, so whenever I'm doing a topic about handbags, I always get very excited. So without further ado, let me go into the details of each bag. I'm gonna go with the order of the timeline, one by one. I will tell you when I bought it and where I bought it from. So let's do the first one. First one I bought, it was back in January 2022. And I was talking about this bag in one of my last videos. I will link it above. It's about my Chanel mini collection. So the first one will be one of the minis I have, and it is the Chanel mini square. I adore this bag so much. I used to have this bag in white, lambskin, and I think gold hardware. I kind of forget, it's been a while, but it was a vintage piece and I bought it for a very good price. But the problem was that it was a little dated, so you know, white bags do not tend to do well all the time, so I didn't want to keep the bag anyway, so I sold the bag. But eventually I still wanted a mini square because it's just something about mini square. It's just such a cute bag. I find the mini square is so much cuter than the rectangular mini because it is smaller shape, and somehow the shape itself is just so cute. Like if you, let's say for example what I'm wearing today, a one piece, a dress, and then if you just wear this crossbody, I think it was just so adorable. You know what? Let me just do this. I am going to show you what I mean. It's just like so cute when you wear a crossbody with a dress like this. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, so I definitely adore the bag a lot. So when I was all over Chanel again last year in 2021, I said to myself, if I'm gonna be collecting Chanel again, I would want a mini square in my collection again. So I started looking the pre-loved market. So eventually I found this one from eBay. I love it, and the condition was like new, so I had no problem with that, and I bought it for a decent price, a fair price, similar to retail, a little cheaper. So I was happy with everything about this bag. It's just so adorable, don't you think? I mean, just take the time to appreciate it. It's just so adorable. I totally in love with the cute little bag here. So that was number one. And then the second bag, now my thought process went, I had mini rectangular, I had two of those, and then I had the mini square. So what's the last one that I gotta have in my collection in terms of Chanel minis? It would be the mini flat with top handle. This bag is very versatile. You can use it as a top handle bag, a crossbody bag, or a shoulder bag. Just depends on how you adjust the shoulder strap, like the train strap here. So I bought this bag in February, only a month after I bought the Chanel mini square, and I bought it from a reseller based in Hong Kong, Coco approved. They are very priced. I mentioned them a couple times in my channel. I'm not sponsored by them, by the way. I'm not sponsored by any of the things that I have mentioned so far. So this bag is one of the bags that I found very nicely priced. It's about retails. Well, I should say it's about retails plus tax, because I live in the US. I just wanted a little different than black because I have a lot of black bags, and the navy is just a good alternative to black. But it also has some color to it, so I think it's very fun. That sometimes people might think it's a black, but then if they look closely, it's a navy. So I just like that little contrast about this bag. I have used this a few times, and we gotta say, it's so easy to dress it up with the evening wear. It's cute, but at the same time, it's very formal. So I would say if you really want a bag that you can transition easily from daytime, but you also need an evening bag, and you have to invest one bag from Chanel, I think the Chanel Mini with the top handle is the best bet for your money. So I think the Chanel Mini Flap is a good size to hold on all your essentials, but at the same time, you can use it in the daytime, like I said, as a shoulder bag or as a crossbody bag, because it has a long strap, so you can use it as a crossbody bag or as a shoulder strap. But at the same time, in the evening, you can use it as a top handle, which is very formal looking. The next bag, I bought it back in May of this year. It is the Hermes Mini Evelyne. This is my first Hermes Mini Evelyne. I bought it with love from Fashion File. It's a color that I don't think they have in production anymore, at least not currently that I know of. It's in the color Cyclamen. It is actually my favorite Hermes purple shade. I know a lot of people like Animal or Ultraviolet or like those more like purple-ish color, but I like this. This is a little bit more like pinkish purple color, and I just love the color a lot. I had trouble looking for bags in this color in the past, but then I think it was a day or two before Mother's Day this year, I was just randomly shopping on Fashion File, and then this was dropped on that day on the website, and then I just snatched it because it is a mini Evelyne, which I had wanted, and it's also in the color that I love so much. So I just snatched it right away, no doubt. For me, like, I was like, okay, I use Mother's Day as an excuse. I can use the excuse that this is gonna be my gift to myself as a Mother's Day gift. So I am a new mom, so I think I can treat myself with a little Hermes Evelyne. And I do love the bag. I adore the bag so much. I use it so much. It's a nice color. It's a pop of color, but I don't find the color to be very difficult to match all my outfits. And then the next one would be, actually the next couple bags are all like within the same period of time, like within a week from each other. And it was the trip that I went to Hawaii, which I had a huge unboxing. I will link it above, you can go watch. It's great stuff in there because I bought a lot during that trip because of all the designer discounts in Hawaii and also cheaper sales tax. So I just took my chance and bought a lot of stuff that I wanted. So anyway, so the first bag that I bought in the Hawaii trip, it was back in July. It's this Hermes Mini Evelyne. I always wanted a neutral color, like a beige or like a light caramel color or gold or something in Hermes. So I asked my sales associate, and if you have any neutral color Mini Evelyne, I would like to snatch it. So she put aside this Mini Evelyne in the color Trench for me, and when I saw the bag, I was like, yes, I would take it right away without doubt. So this was the first bag I bought during the Hawaii trip. And then the second bag I bought the Louis Vuitton Easy Pouch on strap. This bag is at such a good deal because, like I said, once again, I had a little bit discounts, 10% off handbags with Louis Vuitton in Hawaii. And then this bag is a very versatile piece because you can do so much with the two straps that it comes with. First, it comes with the shoulder chain strap, and then the other thing that it comes with is the leather strap, which is totally adjustable. You can snatch the two buttons right here and just pull it to make it into a crossbody or shoulder bag. You see, it can slide like that. So I'm not gonna do a lot more demonstration because I had a very in-depth comparison or review video that I can link above, in which I was talking extensively about the easy pouch on strap, the pochette accessoire, and the full easy. So you can definitely go check it out. So this was the second bag that I bought in the Hawaii trip. I used this bag quite a bit this year. And the third handbag that I bought during that Hawaii trip was this Gucci Ophelia pouch. This actually is my husband's because I bought it for him as a birthday gift this year. And like I said, I bought it in Hawaii because it was a good time to buy since I got 10% off with most of the designer brands. And this bag is a good value because it's a pouch. But first is unisex. It's unisex. My husband can use it to carry his stuff, but I can use it as well. I can use it as clutch. And then I also put an insert from Etsy, which totally turned this into a shoulder bag. I think this is such a good value in comparison to the Ophelia handbag with a shoulder strap. But this one, it was under $1,000. So if you just do a little trick, you can make this into handbags. That's why I chose to buy this one. I think it's just a good value. Once again, I will do a little bit more in-depth review on this pouch in the future. So I gotta backtrack myself in the timeline a little bit because I forgot to mention the mini pochette from Louis Vuitton. I bought this back in May, I believe, because I unboxed this with my first YouTube channel ever, the unboxing video for this year's birthday gifts. I bought it from Readbag. They are a trustworthy US-based reseller. They have a lot in their collection. They also sell jewelries nowadays, so you can definitely check out their website. I snatched this up for a pretty good price because this was on sale, and also they had a little coupon code going on at the same time. So I totally took advantage of everything. So I bought this less than $500 at the time, which was close to what one would pay for about 2 or 3 years ago, after tax. That was way before all this crazy price increases among the designer brands. Anyway, so that was that. And then I talk about my Hawaii trip, and then the next thing would be in September, which was the month that I last bought any bags. So this is in early September of this year. It's the Louis Vuitton pochette accessoire that I bought. I have wanted a pochette accessoire for a very long time, actually, like starting way back in 2015, 2016. But then it's the type of handbag that I'm not so afraid of missing out. But eventually I was, because again, within the last 2 years, Louis Vuitton has such a huge price increase, and this bag, it jumped from like 500 something US dollars to over $1,000 within a period of 2 years, I believe. So I did miss my chance, but then since this bag is so popular, you can always find a good selection to choose from resellers, especially Japanese resellers. So I was not really in a rush of getting it when I wanted one starting like 2015. So I finally decided to buy one this year, and I have loved it because it's just so lightweight, and it is not a bag that you have to baby a lot. The bag is very carefree. This is the older version, so you don't have a compartment inside, but you can just put anything in as long as it fits. So I find this bag to be very good, like on the go. And then another bag that I bought, which I did like a huge unboxing about. I can also link it above. You can go take a look, and it would be this Kelly. It's not a typical Kelly that you see often. It's not like the traditional Kelly, like size 32, 28, 25, or like the mini Kelly, and it's not like the Kelly Dons, which is very popular like within the past 2 years. But I thought this should be in everyone's radar as well. It is officially a clutch, hence the lanyard that it comes with. But since the lanyard is removable, you can totally remove this lanyard if you just pull the strap out from the clutch. And I had thought about how to convert this into a handbag. Again, you can check out my last video. To me, the silhouette of this handbag, it's very classic. It has that classic silhouette, nothing extra. It's very simple, but at the same time, I think it is a nice pouch that's unisex. So I think everyone should really look into this and snatch this before crazy prices that you had to spend on buying from resellers, just like the Kelly Dons or other Kelly, so like the Kelly Pochette, for example, or like Kelly 25. Those bags that I mentioned are overpriced in the resale market, which I understand because they're hard to get from the boutique and they are very desirable in the resale market. So I would suggest you, if you do like the shape or the silhouette of this handbag, you should snatch it right away, because this can be converted into a shoulder bag or like a handbag if you want to. The price now is still okay. It's fair, mostly in the resellers that I have checked out. It's about the retail, so I'm okay with paying retail, but just not okay paying so much above retail. So that's all with the newest addition to my closet, to my collection that I'm presenting you here, the Kelly Depeche 25. I am gonna say goodbye to you now. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you do, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys all next time. Bye bye.